Howdy, and thank you, Ben, for bringing this forth. International Journal of Science, Technology and Society. The possible relation between ancient monuments and geophysical anomalies. Yeah, there was some email address earlier, but I don't find it anymore. But I'm about to write one of those people who wrote this paper. Just for the science and see if they react in any way. The location and concomitant potential geophysical properties of monumental sites is rarely considered in archaeology. In a previous paper by the same authors, the types of various geophysical anomalies are analyzed: geological, geophysical, geological. These anomalies originate mainly A, from the crystalline content of the geological environment being under stress due to seismogenous faults, mountain water, mineral springs, water springs, cryptodomes, castles, churches, monastery, you name it. I have been talking about this all the time. I won't make a read through to that. You can read it by yourself, but this is what I'm trying to tell you all the way along. It is no coincidence if you find a monastery or whatever ancient or not so ancient place somewhere, because there has been once something very special. And let's just continue where we stuck with the last time. My own paper. The surface conductivity anomaly, plasma rocks, copper mine. And there is, at the plasma rock site, there is also a former monastery which got abandoned. And there are so many things which are interrelated. Actually, everything is interrelated. This is about the petroglyph or whatever it is there at the plasma rock site. No one knows what it is. I guess it might be representing Venus, serpent of creation, called in Greece. You might, if you are really bored or just interested, read those two papers and make some comparison. I wrote this all by myself. That's why the English is what it is. My English isn't good. I don't care. I don't care. It was quite a work to do that. Interdisciplinary science made by a layman. Budget? The only thing what it cost is maintaining the internet connection and loading the phone. And of course, quite much time and some readjustment of understanding of many things. Relearning, reconnecting dots from knowledge I had before, combined with new knowledge. And you have no imagination, there aren't just dots, it's a huge net which appeared, which is really amazing. And this paper has been written by 3 people, which is 2 more than just one. It would have been good back then when I was writing my own paper. every now and then ask someone about something, but there wasn't anyone. I tried to ask, but I didn't get any answers. So I just wanted to show you quickly one thing. Acknowledgements. Special thanks to IQ, IKY, State Scholarship Foundation in Greece, for the financial support of the doctorate thesis and research to which this paper relates. Yes, they got money. They got the salary. They make a living of that. I don't. At least not now. Maybe, hopefully, it would be nice to get something back. And I still wait for any reaction from someone about my paper here. Obviously, it's really hard to get people who understand about the things I wrote about here. So they cannot really make a judgment about it because they don't understand. They don't understand the layman, which is quite interesting. But anyway, I think that's a very interesting article, and I have to search for the other article which was mentioned earlier in this article. And let's see, I think it's just very interesting. So next time when you hear me talk about churches or holy places or ancient holy places or whatever these kind of things might be, castles, of course, because no one builds a castle if there's no water inside. You need water in order to stay alive. And it would be really dangerous just to, if you build a castle on top of a mountain, and then the enemy comes, and then you just have to tell the enemy, hey, sorry, can we go down to the river to get our water because we need water? Yeah, just go. No, you have to stay there in the castle, and you need at least water. So I bet back then in the days when they built the castles, there was water. Maybe nowadays there isn't any anymore. There's a huge drought in Europe, many problems, Po River drying up, Rhine River drying up, and maybe others are drying up too. And I say it again, it might be that the water is just now retreating before it comes back. Like a tsunami does. It will retreat and then it comes. But hopefully I'm wrong. I don't know. Not many people have witnessed the events we are gonna witness in not too distant future here. The last 400 years, for example, had been really calm weather-wise for humanity. It went so well, we created all kinds of weird stuff, like nuclear power facilities and such. But for those who know about the cosmic cycles, they probably understand that where we are now, time-wise. Extreme drought here in Finland, extreme hot in other places, extreme downpour, heavy rain, hail, lightning strikes, bushfires, whatever. Totally natural events. Just extreme. So, if you want to understand the world, you need to be at least interdisciplinary. Whatever, if you are in the scientism world or if you are in the scientist world. If it's a repetitive pattern or whatsoever, they are very strong. They are scalable. You don't need CERN 13.7 terawatt of energy or whatever in order to understand nature. But I think I will leave it here. And yeah, make up your own mind. Make up your own mind still, while available, while we have internet and all this knowledge is freely available. So you probably are better equipped if you have some knowledge about what's going on than those who don't. You can prepare yourself mentally because you can be aware of the situation. You can probably avoid some amount of fear, which also helps. A person in fear cannot make objective decisions or whatsoever. So it is really important to get aware. Wake up if you haven't yet. There is science. I will put a link below to my article and this article. You can make comparisons if there's anything of interest. Correlates with what I have been writing. A non-scientist making up his own mind about things. And real scientists getting money for thinking. But anyway, thanks.